Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today well, I'm doing a client's makeup. She agreed to be on my channel, so I just wanted to show you guys another transformation video, because I have one that I've done before, but I want to add more to the series. So this is just another transformation video on my channel. So the first thing I always do for any client is the brows. And for her brows, I used the MAC Fluid Line in Dip Down. We've already primed and we've already moisturized and primed her face, so yeah, I didn't film that part, but we already moisturized and primed her face, so now we're doing the brows. Then we're going to move on to priming the eyelids to prepare for eyeshadow. I'm using the LA Girl concealers for her eyelids, and I'm going to set with my RCMA No Color Powder to create a smooth canvas for the eyeshadow look. Blending that out with my Real Techniques sponge, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply that powder on top. First we're going to go in with the JUVIAS Place Masquerade palette, and I'm going to take that chocolatey brown color and just apply it to her transition area. And I'm using this color as a transition color, like the yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that both sides look the same. And then I'm gonna go into the Saharan blush palette, and I'm gonna use that color Zane from in there, and I'm going to apply that right on the outer crease and into the inner crease as well. Well, the crease of the eye and the outer corner. The fuck? Alright, I'm just going to continue doing that until it's up to how I want it, and opaque, because I want this color to be like the main focus. So I went back in with another pencil brush and I applied some more, and also applied more into the crease area so that the color is really intense and pigmented as hell. Alright, so after I do that, go back in with my blending brush and I just blend out those edges into the transition area so that everything looks cohesive. Then I'm going to go in with some concealer and I'm going to create a cut crease. Well, clear out the area so that I can apply another shadow. And I'm using the LA Girl concealer for this as well. My LA Girl Pro Conceal, I'm using that for that. And I'm just making sure that both sides are even. Then I'm going to go back into that Saharan blush palette and I'm going to take that darker burgundy color and I'm applying it on the outer edge so as to create depth and also a little definition on the outer corner of the eye. Going back into, well, dipping into the Zulu palette, I'm using that shimmery iridescent pink color that they have in that palette, and I'm applying it right on top of, yeah, basically right on top of that burgundy and a little bit into the center of the eyelid. Then I'm going to go back into the Masquerade palette and I'm going to use that gold color, and I'm just going to apply that in the inner corner area. So as to create like an ombre effect with the colors. So here I'm doing that. And I went ahead and applied some glitter. I really I really didn't think this was too special, so I just like sped up this part. But I applied the glitter glue. I applied the glitter to it. I used the red glitter from NYX, and there was another, I forgot the name of that one. Glitter number 2, also from NYX. And I just used the red on the outer edge because it's a darker color, and I used glitter 02 on the inner part. So here I'm doing dots, making sure both sides are even as usual. And I'm going to move on to the rest of the face. Well, right before I do that, I'm going to blend this in a little bit more. Okay, foundation is on, and I used the Fit Me foundation in Cappuccino. I used the matte version because she is oily. And I'm blending that out with my Real Technique sponge. Then I'm going to go in with concealer, and as you can see, the sun was trying to play me, so we had to like turn around basically. So in the next clip, you're gonna see a change of scenery. So I applied the concealer. I'm using a Maybelline concealer and also the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I mixed the two together because I think it's a great combo, and especially for her skin type. So I applied the highlights, and I'm blending that out using my sponge again. Now I'm going in with contour, and she specifically asked me to contour her forehead to make it look smaller, even though I don't see anything wrong with it. But yeah, I contoured her forehead a little bit extra so that it gives a smaller appearance. So I'm just blending that in with my Real Technique sponge. And I let the highlight sit a little longer underneath her eyes so that it gives a extra highlighted look. I think that's really pretty, especially when you have bold eyes going on. So I try to apply that technique here. Now I'm just continuing to blend out that contour because you know you gotta blend for your life. Also blending out her nose contour. And I'm gonna move on to her under eye and start blending that out. And as I do this, I always like to flip around my sponge to the side where I apply the foundation and just go over the edges of the highlights so that everything looks cohesive and there's no lines of demarcation on the face. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just going around everything. I'm gonna set it with the RCMA No Color powder, and I prefer this powder because it gives out shows the true color of the concealer or the foundation that you're wearing. It doesn't leave a flashback, and it's great for all skin tones and types. So yeah, that's why I use this powder. Now I'm moving on to bronzing and contouring the face with powder. I can't remember this powder that I'm using. I know it's from CoverGirl, but I can't remember the color. So we're gonna move on from that. And I'm using that same powder all around her face. Then I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro HD pressed powder. I think it's in cocoa, and I'm gonna use that just to contour her cheeks, just to give it a little bit more depth, kind of, or get a little bit more chisel. That's what I meant to say. So I use that here just to apply it. Yeah, just for a more chiseled look on the face. Now we're moving on to blush, and I'm using, I think, the Pro Fusion palette for blush. And then I went over that with a black opal deluxe finishing powder in the color dark. I just went over all those areas. I'm going into her lower lash line to finish up the eye look. I'm taking the same color Zane, then I'm going to take another color from that same palette and apply it on the inner part. And I'm just blending the two together. Then I'm going to basically blend out the bottom so that it doesn't look, so that it looks, you know, blown out, kind of. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm doing a wing liner. I started off great and messed up one side, but we're still practicing that, so I'll get there soon enough. I went ahead and finished the other wing off camera, and I also applied the lashes off camera because the video was getting a little too long and I wasn't feeling that. So I finished up the eyes off camera. I just did this wing on camera. Now I'm lining her waterline. She doesn't have sensitive eyes, so this part was very easy and we had no mess. But I'm applying mascara and then I'm going to go ahead and apply the lashes. And I used the Model 21 lashes. I forgot the style number, the style name, whatever it is. Now the lashes are on, I'm going to go ahead and set her face, and I'm using the Scandinavia finishing spray. And I just let that sit for a little bit. And then I go in with highlighter. I'm using eyeshadow actually from Kiko Milano. And I'm just applying that on all the areas where I would usually highlight. And I'm also highlighting her brow bone. And I'm highlighting it in the corner of her tear duct area, because this looks really pretty. So yeah, that's done. Now we're gonna move on to lips, and I mixed 3 colors together to get this color. We were really aiming for a different color, but this is the color that came out. So I will list the colors down in the description box. I went back in with the Colored Rain Rain Fever to go over the outer area of the lips, and pretty much this is the finished look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll definitely see you in another one very soon.